And joining me now with her take is Jessie Jane Duff, a retired U.S. Marine Corps gunnery sergeant. Thanks for joining us. Just how damaging and sensitive was this classified information that Assange allegedly helped steal and then leak online?
Well, I will say that he's not going to get prosecuted for publishing this, okay, because that is one thing that the unsealed indictment had indicated. But what they are going after him for is the conspiracy to get this information. Apparently, he had worked very closely with Chelsea Manning and actually assisted Manning in getting a password hacked that they could have access to all of this intelligence information and then publishing it. They are going after him for the actual crime itself of getting the information unlawfully. So how bad is the damage? Significant. I actually worked in the intelligence field, and where I was supporting, we could not even read the articles on him because the information that was being published was still classified. And if any of us had opened up our computers, and it would compromise our entire system. And when that happens, you have to clean out the entire system. No unauthorized information is supposed to be read on a D-class system. So it was a serious and egregious impact upon us. I get it. A lot of Americans are rejoicing because they feel like they find things out about the government and the sleazy things that the government is doing. But this is not the manner in which to go about it.
It's interesting you said that. So we're talking diplomatic, military cables published here. Obviously, Russia, we heard a moment ago, touting freedom of speech. That's pretty rich, right? But what do you say to the people out there who claim what Assange was doing was what a journalist should do, which is get to the truth?
Okay, a journalist has every right to get to the truth, but when you start conspiring with somebody who is actually in a situation where they have access to classified material and encouraging them and supporting them and actually assisting them to break the law, you now are in self breaking the law. That individual was sentenced to prison. He also was given, he was also released by Barack Obama. He was able to go off into his freedom, but now he's back in prison again, apparently for another reason related to this. What it gets back down to is a crime was committed. And when I heard the lawyers in Britain speaking, saying that, oh, you know, now all these people who are publishing things can get extradited to the United States for publishing the truth, that's not what he's being extradited for. It's actually the crime in which he went to gain this information. Now, when we're talking about classified information being released, what is the impact? Sometimes you'll never know. You're releasing information on how your intelligence agencies operate, how they work, and you're basically giving this information to your enemies so they can cover their tracks better. How many people were impacted by that? How many of our operators overseas possibly were killed because of this? How are we ever going to know? You can't, because this information that was released is so egregious that it was classified.
Jessie Jane Duff, we thank you so much for your time. Thank you.